Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Mads Vlog and today we have a nice topic. We're going to talk about dating app sites. Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Hello Lynn Campos! Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Salamat sa patamsak! So today we're going to talk about dating sites. Kumusta na yung YT mo? Nakikita kita nag-stream ng mga games. Madam ka dyan. Eto, handa ng breakfast. Okay. Actually ako, hindi pa ako nag-breakfast. So, we're going to talk about dating apps because I know a lot of people are using these dating apps searching for lovers or searching for someone to hang around with. And some people are not taking precautions in using dating apps. And most people are getting into the trap. Hello, Lovely TV. Thank you so much for being here, Sisi. Tapos ka na? Tapos ka na mag-LS, Sisi? So, pag-uusapan natin ang dating apps. Because a lot of people being tricked or scammed using dating apps. And some ladies, they are being a victim of sexual abuse. But sometimes you cannot blame all these ladies because they have this call, they are being hypnotized by someone they met online. Because from online, you can use different photos or different infos to deceive someone. Just like you put on your profile, you are professional, something like this. You are working in a big company with a reputable job, something like that. But in the end, it's not really. Online is full of crap. I already saw a lot of videos about these dating apps, and I just want to share to you and give some warnings on how these dating apps are really dangerous if you don't really take precautions. I know some people they have very nice stories about dating apps. They found their better half and they settled happily having this family where they only met online. They have successful stories, but most stories from dating apps actually are disaster. They are got tricked, they get scammed. Hello, lovely Rita Chanley. Thanks for being here, Sisi Koy. Tapos ka na mag-LS? I'm trying to look for that video that I wanted to share. Oh, I see. Thank you, Sisi, for being here. I'm just looking for I'm not going dating host. Can't relate. Yeah, I know CC, but you know what? A lot of people using these dating apps to find the lover or better half or someone if just like they are hunting for a big catch or big fish. But actually, they have a lot this being tricked, being scammed online. And it's really scary because some people they don't really take precautions in using dating apps. Where is that? I couldn't find it. Yes, really true. Someone is trying to join the panel, but it's showing that his device is got some problem. Wait, I'm looking for some video. Where is that? I couldn't find anymore. Let me check on my history if it's still there. Sa Pilipinas, alam ko talaga marami din gumagamit ng dating apps. Let me go through my Oh, I cleared up my history already. Refresh host. Thank you so much, Sisi Koy. Oh, here is it. I found it. So, I'll be sharing this. Wait, bakit hindi na-post? Here ako doble kayo ni Mi Amor. Thank you, Sisi. Alam ko mahirap mag-live like this time because I know a lot of people is having their live stream, but I just want to share about this topic kasi tinatamad akong mag-edit. So, ila-live stream ko na lang siya, then I'll see if I have wait. I'll share the window. Hello, thank you so much for the 3 people there over there. Say something. Okay. Sometimes dating site gets scam. True, CC. Hello, Kenny Konjo. Thank you so much for being here on the panel.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, Mads? How you doing? Greetings, everyone in the chat.
I'm
I
good.
just
How about you?
good. I had it set up because you didn't tell me exactly what time you were going live, so I didn't know exactly when to set up. But now I'm here. But what did you say so far about?
It's about the dating site, about this dark side of using dating site, how people are
Yeah.
being scammed and being ended up being a sex.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have so many of these dating sites that people are using. I mean, if you look at
Yeah.
the big name dating sites, you think about the Plenty of Fishes, and then you got the Tinder where people are swiping left or right to and we all know Tinder is basically a hookup app. It's not necessarily looking for relationships. This is more of a like a hookup app, and it's like a quick hookup. So that's the main one right now. I think you sent me something on Tinder recently.
Yeah.
As far as people, women are getting caught in caught sexually assaulted by people that are on those apps that are probably like sex offenders and all of this kind of stuff. These people are actually using these apps and actually catching victims on that particular application. So women need to be definitely careful about who they're actually talking to. But yeah, definitely like Plenty of Fish is one. What else is another one? Match.com. All of these type of dating sites. I don't know about and if you think about the P9s, the ones that they be using, there's a lot of weirdos on those sites, and a lot of times these foreigners use those sites basically because they know that the P9s would gravitate towards them being that they're foreigners, and they're thinking,
Yeah.
oh wow, a foreigner, wow, he's got to have money, he's probably better than he's probably set up better, and he's going to offer me a better secure lifestyle. So a lot of these Filipinos get involved with these weird foreigners from these different places, not knowing that these people are actually most of them are weirdos or people want to exploit or exploit people.
Uh-huh.
Like the Philippine Cupid or whatever it's called, Philippine Cupid and Date of Asia and all these different ones that people use. Those are the ones that they go on, and these
Yeah.
foreigners know it, so they exploit the situation.
Why I went loading. Okay.
What's loading? What are you trying to load?
Yeah. Hello, Robert Turton. Thank you so much for being here. Kaslo, RGTV. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you all coming by. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. Like and share. Mostly like and share. Those
The
that are
thing,
able to share the video, definitely do that.
because some ladies, they are using dating site and they don't really take precautions for it, and just like they met this stranger, and that stranger asked them to finally meet, and or ask that lady to go on their house without a double thought. These ladies will always just say, okay, fine. Then they
Right.
will go and meet with that person without any precautions, and you know for sure something will really happen. Even though you
Yeah.
say, I saw this video, the guy didn't had a sex with her, but the thing is, he stole all the details while that lady is on the shower.
Mm-hmm.
He go through her cards and everything, her personal things
Right.
on in the wallet, and he took photos of the credit cards, her personal
Mm-hmm.
keys and something. Then this lady didn't notice that happened. Then
Right.
he flew back. After he flew back, in the middle of the night, he got this message. He got this message from the bank that a certain amount is being deducted or being charged on her credit card.
Yeah. Got a lot of that kind of scamming going on. And another scam you have going on is like, I hate to say it, like these people like from Nigeria and all these places, like they'll use a fake profile. They'll use a completely different
Mm-hmm.
profile than who
Yeah.
they really are. And the
Yes.
women is thinking they're talking to this profile, but then they're not asking this person. It's always an excuse for why this person can't video cam with them. If the lady asks them, hey, let's do a video call, there's
Yeah. Yeah.
always an excuse for why they can't video call. So that's
Mm-hmm.
another way of scams that women need to look out for, is when these guys, from these countries or claim, they have these fake profiles,
Yeah.
but
They
then
are
you're like,
using fake
wow, right?
informations,
Yeah.
fake photos to deceive
Yep.
someone that they are nice looking guy.
Yeah, that's the big thing. The eye candy. They know what to look for. They get these photos of the eye candy. Women like, wow, this is a handsome guy. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to talk to him. And
Yeah.
and these guys, and behind the scene, it's a completely different person.
Yeah, and
So
sometimes about this online dating, you met someone and they will just use you to smuggle some illegal things. Just like the one I watched from Australia. she met this guy online, and that guy is really spending too much money for her family, and even bought a
Mm-hmm.
ticket for her to go to Cambodia and
Right.
meet with him and talk about the business, because they're planning to have this so-called business partner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And at the first time she flew to Cambodia, it's fine. There's nothing happened. It's normal thing. Just hang around, enjoy the things there in Cambodia, meeting with some friends, something like that. And after she went back to Australia, so they started about planning about setting up this business, because this woman is used to be a divorce with kids, so she's really looking for some ways that she can manage to cope up with all the family expenses or something like that. Because sometimes, being a single mom is sometimes really difficult in some areas.
Right.
So she met this guy, and this guy is deceiving because he's using a fake name, though he's using his real photo. He's using fake name, and they've been chatting for quite some time. And then the second time, he asked her to go back to Cambodia, and that is the time he decided to let her smuggle some illegal drugs, and that lady is get caught in the airport and being jailed, of course. It's like
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. They find a lot of
you are
gullible
being
people, you know.
charged you are being charged of something that you don't have any idea about it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. That happens all the time in a lot of the Central American countries, like and like Mexico and all those places, Mexico and all those places. The people get set up to be mules, you know, drug runners for people, you know, they didn't sign up for. You know, it's like these people are just gullible and they just do what's told, or you know, they trust a person too easily, and the person sets them up, and you know, in the end they take the fall for it. You know, but like you said, there those scams about the, you know, when the person, you know, goes to the house or whatever, looks through their
Mhm.
things and grab the credit card. Yeah, that happens quite a bit, definitely. You know, I'll tell you a telltale sign is one way I would say for women especially, or even men, if a woman says one of the first if the man asks, one of the first questions he asks the woman is, hey, what kind of job do you have, where do you work? That should let you know usually that's a bad sign of a guy trying to figure out if he
Mhm.
can scam you or not, because he
Mhm.
wants to know what's your career. Well, like, what do you
Mhm.
do? That was like his first question. Hey, what's your job? See,
Mhm.
that's something you should be looking out for, because if that's one of the first questions he asks, more than likely he's looking to see if you are going to be a money bag for him or not.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be an easy lick, as they say, so that's something you should look out for.
But on the in Philippines, it's contrary, because we all. I don't know if you guys, Western people, for sure you are aware of this already. What's going on with all the Filipinas, and how they treat their foreigner boyfriend after going to Philippines and met with them, with them and settled with them, because a lot of foreigners also are being tricked with all those Filipinas after taking all the money, and just like taking everything from them, they will just leave the guy, and so pity for them, they are being scammed with the whole
Right.
family. And
So let's
sometimes
see what.
I cannot blame also these foreigners why
Yeah.
they fall in love with all these Filipinas, because we all know that Filipinas are so, when it comes to looking after their partners, they are very, you can really rely on them, how they take care of you, how they take care of the family, and everything that, which most other nationalities, you can't feel that way in with other nationalities, the woman.
Filipinos can be very convincing for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see some of these comments. Let's see some of these comments in this section.
Mhm.
Robert Thornton says, take your, what he says, you got to watch out for pickpocketers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely that.
Try
What else?
slow. Indeed, Las Piñas just sucked me dry, feeling too drained and guilt tripped to say no, no breathing space to get perspective. Then keep trying to an end and could not get out of guilty feeling.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
would
have a
advise,
girlfriend, Caslo? Do you have a Filipino girlfriend?
kind of slow.
Yes, well, I started with the smallest amount and remained smallest amount throughout for cry from a Nigerian who tries to get thousand at once. Actually, I hate those. It's my disappointment also. Just like I have this friend, a guy, man. Then all of the sudden, he asked to borrow money from me. Then I'm so disappointed with those kind of men. You know.
So what did you do? Did you give him the money or what you do?
Of course not. I'm not stupid.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
And just
But
like
yeah,
you are, they know you are in the foreign land. You are an overseas. You are overseas Filipino worker, and sometimes they're saying, "Oh, when you come back, don't forget my pasalubong," which is just like the a present coming from this country, giving them after you come back, something like that. I feel disappointed with those kind of guy.
hmm
Why you must ask for something like that? It's up to them to give if they will give you or no. Hello, Shaman. Thanks for being here. I know you've been lurking around, guys. Because I know a lot of people is on live at like these hours, but I won't be here for long. I just want to share about these dating apps because a lot of
I would,
really getting scammed on these dating apps.
yeah, I would tell you stories, Matt, from people that I know personally that have
Mm-hmm.
gone on some of those dating apps, like the was it the Filipino Cupid or whatever, and they would tell me that the girl right away sends them their WhatsApp number, like right away. That's like one of the first things they do. Like they say hi and WhatsApp number right away. I'm like, wow, see, that's crazy right there. What type of girl would just give you her WhatsApp number right away?
Uh-huh.
And then the minute they'll get on with the girl, the first thing she says, hey, we could do webcam sex. I'm like, that's
Oh
like
my goodness.
crazy. Like the first thing she says to him is like, we could do webcam sex or whatever for money. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But they've told me stories about like girls immediately giving them their number, not saying anything like hi, how you doing or what have you. It's like the first thing they do, pop the number, WhatsApp, call me, WhatsApp, or do you have Skype? Like that's their first question. Or do you have Skype? I'm like, damn, that's desperate. When a person gives you their number right away, they don't even know you and just give you their WhatsApp number or Skype ID, and they want you to call them right away or message them or video call with them right away. Come on, that's crazy. That's crazy. But it happens. It happens.
Before I used to enter dating apps also, but the thing that I'm there actually is posting videos and posting all these Bible verses wherever dating site I go. They can see my just like my community. It's full of YouTube link and Bible verses.
Is that the distractor right there? That's kind of like the distractor from the weirdos trying to talk to you. Is that
I
what
think
that's
so.
supposed to
That's
be?
why I'm not because you can notice that people are checking on you like that. You will
Right.
have this notification that certain people check on you and something like that. But my profile, I hardly get checked out because of my content there.
Well, yeah, but you might have that one that might try you. There's some good enough people they might try you just to see, even though you
Mhm.
might have all of that stuff like you said, all of those deterrents
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
of
yeah,
the Bible verses and the YouTube
yeah.
channel and all that stuff. There's at least one of those kind of con guys out there that will try you just to see how far they can go.
And you
So
know
you got
what?
to be careful with that.
I discovered also this called Christian dating app.
The Christian Cupid, what is it called? The
I
Christian singles or whatever. I've seen it. The
I
Christian
forget
singles, right?
I forget actually the name, but it's called they have this called Christian dating app.
I think it's Christian
So
singles.
then of course because of curiosity I went there again. Make a profile using different name, using different photo.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean different photos? Somebody else's photo or
It's
your
like
own?
edited one.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say he look a fake fake gonna go on a Christian website and put edit it
And sometimes
with a
what
fake
you know
profile.
what? I used to post this photo because these days we are prone with using mask.
Yeah.
I put the profile photo wearing mask so they can see my eyes
Right.
only.
Right. 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 Well, I mean, look, the way I see it is this: either you're gonna have a real person on the other side of that particular application messaging you, or it's gonna be a fake person. That is what you got to do. You got to discern and find out when you start talking to that
Mhm.
person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eventually, you will find out what the real deal is with them.
Mm,
So
yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah.
You know.
That's why I don't really trust all this online
Look,
strangers chatting with you, making these
yeah,
sugar coat words. They are full
I
of
would tell you.
lies.
Yeah, I would tell you some stories, man. When I was in the military, some of the girls would tell me about like the sites when they would go on those dating sites, and like they'll start chatting with the guy, right? And like the
Mhm.
second or third message that he sends is not going to be anything but a naked picture of himself.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not lying. They've told me plenty of times that they've received all types of those pictures from guys. Like they'll be talking to the guy. He'll be like, "Hi, what's up? Or how you doing?" And then she'll say something to him, reply back, and then like the third, his message would be like him sitting there naked with his banana out. I won't
Oh
say the
my
word that
goodness.
I want to say. I'm just trying to be clean. But he'll be sitting up butt naked with
Uh-huh.
his Johnson out at the girl, and then she said she had to end up blocking him, because that's the type of weirdos that's out here nowadays.
Yeah, I remember one last time they have this viral video of a lady, which is really disgusting, and I think that lady committed suicide because of
Ooh, what
shame.
happened? What was she doing?
She had a boyfriend, other
Okay,
nationality, and they're
okay,
having this video thing, you
mm-hmm.
know. Mm,
Yeah, video call. Okay, all right.
yeah, and I think the guy posted it on public media.
Well, he screenshotted it. He screenshotted and posted it.
It's not only a screenshot; it's screen record.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Screen record and
He got the
everything.
screen record video. Yeah, the live action that
Yeah,
happens all the time. They have this thing I think called revenge porn, where people do that kind of stuff, like to their significant other, like their girlfriend or their ex-wife or whatever. They have that kind of stuff out here nowadays called
mm,
revenge porn, where they
yeah,
get back at their significant other for whatever reason.
yeah,
It's pretty crazy, but it happens.
yeah. And because sometimes also all these men who want something from you, they really have this effort in doing everything
Yeah, vindictive.
from the sunrise to the sunset. They're keep on messaging you and asking how are you doing and everything, being updated on their daily basis, something like that. And when they know that they already get your attention and your trust, then they start to do their thing.
Hmm. You're right. So, does anyone have any questions in the audience? Like, there might be some questions or whatever, or some type of perspective. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I think all revenge porn sites are closed now. There was one notorious one that is no more now. Hey, you know what though, Kai Slow? A lot of that stuff is on the dark web, man. People are still doing that kind of stuff, but they'll just put it on the dark web. It's not like it's closed. Yeah, a lot of that is definitely on the dark web.
This is from Caslo. Another time, this American messaged me claiming to visit Ireland a lot. I had my doubts, but I caught her out by her claiming she is an event that ended a couple of weeks prior. But I can figure the motives. Kept asking me when clearly she was not even in the country. Yeah, people are really doing all their best to deceive someone else just to. I think all the revenge porn sites are closed now. No, Caslo still have a lot of porn sites these days.
Yeah, he's talking about revenge porn. It's porn sites, yeah, but there's a thing called revenge porn, and that's a difference. And a lot of
Oh,
times,
okay.
I think what happens with those, the reason why a lot of those revenge porn sites were getting closed down because they were catching lawsuits. They were
Mm-hmm.
catching lawsuits by the victim, of whoever that was that did, uploaded that video of them,
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why a lot of those sites were closing down because they were catching lawsuits based on the fact that people are getting exploited without their without their
Oh.
uh, without their consent, without their knowing. So a lot of times that's the reason why a lot of those sites were closing down. But like Caslo and I mentioned that a lot of these sites, just because they're closed down on the regular internet, does not mean that the
Mm-hmm.
dark web does not have those sites. Of course, they're very well up and running on the dark web for sure. Now,
But
what
even
else we
if
got?
you're in the dark web nowadays, they will still discover you.
Not necessarily. Depends on how good you are as far as encrypting your IP addresses. What you got to
Mhm.
understand is that a lot of what you do on the dark web, your IP address is encrypted. So it's a lot of times hard to catch these people because their address is encrypted and bounced off so many different servers. Because you have to have an onion router and Tor to even go on the dark web.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these people's IP addresses are encrypted and it's hard to catch up to them because their IP address is being bounced off so many different web servers. So that's the reason why it's hard to catch up with them. You know what I mean? The only way they would get caught is if somehow they leak their IP address on some site, and that's the only way to catch them. But it's mostly that's why they be on the dark web in the first place is to remain anonymous.
Uh-huh.
So
But I saw this video saying that nowadays they can discover already they can find out already in the
well,
dark
yeah, I
web.
mean, I think higher government agencies for sure, and
Mm-hmm.
of course, cybersecurity companies like mine and other people's, that we have different tools that we use to
Yeah.
discover more of. We have stuff that exposure that most people don't have. Let's put it that way. When you're in a higher government agency, they have different tools they use that they can definitely eventually find you. But the greater people like the hackers and stuff, they are way smarter than most people and they know how to remain anonymous regardless of what you have. A lot of them are very smart and they know exactly how to keep bouncing their IP addresses off so many different servers.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
hard to catch them. It's really hard to catch them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rita says, I really believe when guy interested on the woman, they will meet eventually. True, Rita.
Which said,
If the guy really likes you, he must show, he must sacrifice.
yeah, yeah, you're right. I know. Yeah, Rita's right. Yeah, I really believe when guy interested in a woman, they will meet even though. See, yeah, that's true, Rita. But the thing is, man, you really got to vet these people before you even meet them. I don't care how what they're saying to you, all the sweet words and stuff. You really gotta get down deeper with them to see exactly what their intentions are. Because
You need
the thing
you
is,
need to
people are
discern.
very smart.
Yeah. You need to discern because sometimes even if they showing too much respect, showing too much sacrifices and
Hmm.
what do you call this? Effort and
Effort,
everything,
yeah,
still at the end they will come and cheat you
yeah,
and they will just come and took advantage of you whatever they can
right,
take from you.
right, right. So many of those stories that happen. And a lot of these guys from these different countries, I hate to say it, like a place like, depends on where they come from. A lot of this stuff is accepted in their culture. I mean, a lot of the rape and all this kind of stuff to women and abuse to women is accepted. I mean, it goes unpunished, in other words. Like places like Bangladesh. You hear about
Oh,
this
I
kind of stuff
saw
in
that one.
Bangladesh, man. They don't get punished for any of that kind of stuff. None of it.
It's just like
So,
They are blaming woman. If woman is being dressed properly, then the men.
Right, right,
What
right,
the heck? All the
right,
men there is just like if they see a woman, just like they cannot control themselves to be erected.
right.
Sorry
Egypt is
for the
another
word.
place. Egypt is another place where it's India. All of these type of places, women don't really have much rights, and it goes without saying that a lot of those countries where men are running the country, it's a patriarchal society there that these men can do whatever they want, and women don't have any real rights. So if a woman goes and cries to the legal that she's been, sexually assaulted, a lot of them get it, might get a lot of those women actually get arrested for that stuff and put in prison
Yeah,
for going there to even complain that happened to them, that they've been
yeah,
exploited, that they've been assaulted. So that's the thing. It seems like the guys can do whatever the hell they want to do, and nothing gets done, and nothing goes punished for it. So that's the thing you got to be careful about. So
yeah. Caste law. Basically, it's written in Quran. That's what they said in Bangladesh. They are living in this Quran law, but the thing is, they don't really honor all those rape victims.
right,
Just like they're saying, they don't have enough evidence to file a case. That is ridiculous.
exactly. Hey, so
There's
anyone that has some extra accounts, give this stream a thumbs up. There, we got one hater that put a thumbs down, but whoever that is thumbing down, I can't believe they would thumbs down something like this. But
really they make thumbs down.
yeah, they give a thumbs down. It's always a one hater out there that'll give a thumbs down. But anyway, if you have some extra accounts, or if you want to give a
Yeah.
thumbs up or
Just
tell people to come give a thumbs up, please do
just leave
so.
that
Because
one.
this, yeah,
He must be guilty of.
yeah, maybe Mads. Yeah, we convicted him, huh, Mads?
Guys, bola bola not successful in their life. True, Sisi. They will never get successful in cheating. Nigerian scammer downvoted. Speaking of Nigerian, when I was in Dubai, I met a lot of Nigerian being staying in the jail. Just like they are being in Dubai for transit only, but they ended up in the jail because they are trying to sneak out some illegal drugs and they get caught
Yeah,
in the
I
airport.
believe that.
But I'm thinking, how come from the country they come from, they didn't get caught?
Well, a lot of times you got to think about the corruption. A lot of it has to do with the corruption of the country.
Uh huh.
That's mostly what it is. There's a lot of corruption within the countries. Nigerians, I have to say, are some of the most brilliant people, though. They know a lot of scams. They know a lot of, but there are a lot of intelligent people there from Nigeria. I know a lot of intelligent people myself from Nigeria, and they are super, super smart.
They are
So we
still
can't.
young. Just like
Yeah, they're young.
the
Hmm.
early 20s, they're traveling with all this stuff.
A lot of them are they value education. A lot of them, they get master degrees early in life.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the education is a big thing in a lot of Nigerian families, and a lot of businesses. A lot of them own business and stuff like that. So they value success. They definitely value success. Now, how they get it is a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them do it the right way, and then a lot of them do it the wrong way. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing I will tell you is that Nigeria definitely values success in the sense that they want to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Then one of them, I asked them. I said, "How come you are so brave enough to carry those kind of stuff?" Then she said, "It's the only way that we can earn big money."
Yeah, see, exactly. They're chasing that money. They're chasing the
Yeah,
bag.
but now they end up sitting on the jail for how many years?
I know. Is it real? You have to wonder, is it really worth it in the end? A lot of them don't think about the consequences of if you do this or that. You know, is
Mhm.
it really worth it? I guess they'll take that chance if they want to, like you said, chase the money. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's why the love of money is the root of all evils.
yep. And that's the thing people don't understand. It's not that the money is the root of all evil. It's the
Yes,
love of
it's the
money.
love of
That's a
money.
difference. It's a different way. People say, "Oh, money's the root of evil." Now, it's not that money is the root of evil. It's the love of it. That's where the greed of money. That's where it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
So
Because some people, they don't have contentment. Despite of
Right,
having this thing, they still need more. And when they get that what they want, they still desire for more.
right. You have a lot of people like that too. I mean, they have a lot of money, but yet they still want to keep getting more and more and more and more and more. For what? Are you going to do something for people with their money, or because you
Hmm.
can't take it with you when you die? So
Yeah.
what do you think you need this kind of money for? If
Hmm.
you're never going to be able to take it with you when you die in the first place.
Yeah.
Either you're going to do something good for people, or you're going to, you know, I don't know. People just
You don't even know what is your situation when you die. Once you die,
right.
if you have a lot of money and a lot of properties, you will just all your relatives or your family will end up just fighting for those
Yeah, we see
properties.
that. Yeah, we've seen that. I've seen that so many times. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, people fighting and trying to divide up what wealth they have.
Yeah.
Who's going to get this?
Yeah.
Who's going to get that? I'm gonna disown you for this, and yeah, it gets crazy. Families can really break up over a deceased relative's wealth. Trust me, it happens all the time. But we don't want to deflect too much off the topic. We definitely want to keep it to the dating stuff since that is the topic. But I'm trying to figure out. Does anyone have any other questions in the chat or what? Wisdom says, "Host, how about you? Do you see yourself being with a foreign relationship?" That's what Lovely Rita's asking. She's asking you, Match.
Wait, I need to look for that. Host, how about you? Do you see yourself being in a foreign relationship? Actually, I'm not sure, Sisi Koy. I never thought of that. I said if it is God's will, then it will prevail. I'm not even praying for it because, as you know, I am still married and in Christian life, it's a sin. So I don't want to be living in all of the rest of my life sinning.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, Match. Hey, that's respect. That's a lot of respect for that because, like I said, I mean, I understand what you're saying and what and if you value your beliefs, then of course you
Yeah.
want to do the best. You want to live that life based on your beliefs.
Mhm.
So yeah, you do have a good point. But here's what I would say to that though. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you have to look at it like this: the man has gone on with his life. The
Mhm.
the man has gone on with his life. 2 3 years down the road, he's gone on. He's not thinking about Mads and what she's doing. He's not caring about if she's with a man or not. So it's kind of like you're divorced anyway. Because what do you do? What is the man doing? He's not making no effort to get divorced. He's just holding on for a woman that's not even there. I mean, that's stupid. To me, it's stupid for him to be
Yeah,
waiting
just like
around.
divorce already. The only thing is we
Yeah,
are not having this black and white. That's
right.
it.
It's not legally on
Yeah.
paper, but it's already legally divorced in your mind and in your
Yeah, we've been
actions.
separated for how many years already?
Right. So it's kind of like, what's the
It's
point?
like 10
That's when I'm
years.
yeah, where is the point in saying that you're married? Because you're not really married. At this point, it's not a marriage. It's pretty much done. So the only thing that's stopping you is that legal piece of paper. That's it.
Yeah.
But
And
is it really bad, or should you feel bad for it though? I don't really
in
think you should.
Philippines, we have this, it's very difficult in Philippines because we don't have this
That's what I don't
divorce.
understand. I do not understand that in the Philippines. I don't care.
Actually, a lot of people is trying to push that one for to become legalized that
Yeah,
divorce
they need to. They
uh,
need to. That is
because
ridiculous.
this Catholic sector always, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Exactly.
But annulment, you can file annulment in Philippines.
You can file annulment, but what's the cost of it, and how long do you have to wait? See, that's the thing that it's not written in stone. From what I heard, it's not set in
Yeah, but
stone
actually,
how many days you have to wait.
I already asked my uncle about it because my uncle worked in the law office before, and he got connection with the well-known and very well-known lawyers, something like that. This family lawyer or whatever they called. So he already talked about my situation.
Yeah. Well, I hope the best for you, man, in that situation, because like I
The
said, to
thing
me,
is,
It's a
My
waste.
ground is strong enough. My grounds are strong enough.
Yeah. Now, what are they saying in the chat? Okay, Shaman just put a
I quoted the Bible verse. Matthew chapter 10, 19 verse 9, divorce is allowed for sexual immorality. Yes, shaman, but in Philippines we don't have this divorce law.
okay, and then both Robert and Rita's asking me a question about being in a relationship with a foreign woman. I've been in a relationship. For me, I've been to travel all around the world, so this would not be the first foreign relationship I have. And then Rita says, "Do you see yourself with a Filipino woman?" Sure, why not? I definitely don't rule that out. I will tell you, I'm going to let you know straight up. I just cannot see myself with another American woman. No disrespect to American women. I'm American myself, but for me, that's not who I would like to be with at this point in my life. Just based on what I've experienced, you know. So it's not a disrespect to American women, but for me, it's just my personal preference that I will no longer be with an American woman. So yes, a Filipina could definitely be someone I can see myself with. Yes. And the reason being I would say that is because a lot of their values as far as family, a lot of the values as far as relationships and how they treat their man, and they have a good spirit about that kind of stuff. The way that they are able to communicate with their man, it's not about fighting and arguing all the time. At least in my experience, from what I've seen with groups of people that are with Filipinas, I would say that a lot of them don't talk about them arguing with their women all the time. So, and even my cousin is a great
Robert
example.
Chapman have a question for you.
What's that? What did she
What do
say?
you think about a foreign relationship?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. For me, well, Filipina would be a foreign relationship. So
I can
I
say that
don't rule it out at all.
I can say Filipinas or Filipino woman, they are family oriented.
Yeah, that to me is a big thing, because I
Yeah.
will tell you that for me, family is important in the sense that for me, my daughter is she's my world, man. This is why I'm here for what I do.
Yeah.
I personally was living overseas, so I knew all about the foreign relationships and stuff. But because my daughter wanted me to come back to the States and to
Mm-hmm.
mentor her while she's in university, I made that sacrifice because that's my daughter. You know what I mean? That's just it. I will do
Yeah.
anything for my daughter as far as what she needs from me as her father. So yes, but yeah, foreign relationship for me, I could definitely see myself in. Absolutely.
Caslo, we actually divorce in the Bible. They have a lot of these Bible verses, especially if you look up at also from the Old Testament. They already have all this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, he says, is there a Bible passage allowing divorce if relationship is abusive?
Maybe I cannot blame myself also from being so hard these days because of what happened to my life. I've been to a roller coaster from relationship and everything. So I don't know. I'm
That's my
so
whole
tough.
point. That's my whole point, Spaz. Excuse me. That's my whole point for what you were saying. You can't blame yourself. Now go ahead. What you're saying? Keep
Mm.
going. What you're saying?
Huh?
I'm just saying you can't blame yourself for what you have gone through as far as that relationship. If you say you've been abused or
Yeah,
all of this
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff, then you can't be
Thank you,
blaming
Aaron.
yourself. You see what I'm saying? For
Mm-hmm.
wanting to move on with your life, and if there's a man that comes along that's going to treat you like the queen, or treat you like the woman that you deserve to be treated like, you should not feel guilty about it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But for me is I need to consider a lot of things in going in a relationship, especially when it comes to my kids.
Right. I would say that. Yes. Absolutely. And that's another thing. The man has to be accepting of your kids.
Yeah.
There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. If you're going to be in a relationship with the man, that man has to understand that you are a package deal. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing he has to realize, is that you're a mother of kids. He has to accept all of that, you know. So
At Shaman, I'm just saying as a Christian woman must vlog and your respect for marriage and that have to support for divorce. Actually, I'm planning for annulment already. But of course, because of this pandemic, I cannot go back, so I cannot start the process. Though I know it cost me some amount of money, I'm willing to do with that because I'm starting to invest some properties. And of course, if I'm still married, I don't know what is in his mind. Maybe someday
Hmm.
he will ask for this conjugal share, you know?
Yeah, man. That's the thing you got to be careful about. That in particular, like you said, if he knows for a fact that you're investing in properties in
Mhm.
lands, even though he hasn't been around. But you would think that the legal system would go for you as far as, the guys have been with you for 10 or whatever plus years or what have you.
Mhm.
Why then would the government allow him to get any share of your lands that you've invested in when he hasn't even been around you? You see,
Mhm.
it would seem kind of a cheating bad deal if the system allowed him to get any of your properties just
Yeah.
based on the fact that you're married to them, even though he has not done anything to be proven that he's a provider for you. He has not proven to be a husband for you or any of that, or a father to your kids. Why then would the government allow, or the legal system allow him to even delve into your stuff that you've gotten on your own?
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm saying.
understand. I understand your point, but sometimes you cannot be sure of this government ruling or whatsoever because things can turn quickly. Things can turn
Exactly.
easily.
So what does my man Robert Thornton says? He says, I am very careful for my next relationship. I will find out all about them first. Yeah, that's very important. Find out about them. Find out what their situation is. Find out what their motives are. Find out what their ideas about a serious relationship is, and find out if they're talking something about a permanent one. These are things you need to find out about them.
Case law, and there is that law that you can be persecuted for cheating even though the marriage is over but not legally divorced. Yes, true, case law. In Philippines, they have that one. Because if the other side get mad and they can file a case against you if you are having this relationship with someone and you are not yet legally separated or divorced.
And see, that's where the baloney comes in. That's the baloney. To me,
Especially
that's
if
just BS.
they see that they can get some amount from you,
Right.
they will do
Right.
everything for the sake of money.
Yep. That's where the vindictive
Money,
greed comes
money,
in.
money.
It's all about the money. But here's what I would say to that: karma comes back to those that do that kind of stuff because they know damn well they have never been. They weren't really into you. They weren't. They weren't. They weren't responsible. They weren't responsible to you before, and
Mm-hmm.
then they found out that they can get a bag off of you because they found out, oh, you with a foreigner, or you might be with somebody that might have a little bit more money than them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then they'll find out, okay, now I think I can get them for adultery, and you know file a case against them. That's what the foreigner or whoever that goes with you has to think about. That
Mm-hmm.
move right there that you just said, that husband or that wife being vindictive and trying to set you up for money.
Yeah. At Robert Turton, now you know. So you better be careful, especially if you are hunting for Filipina. You better be careful. Otherwise, you will end up in jail. You will be sued. Because if they're not yet legally separated and you jump on them, if the other guy get mad, they
The
can
other guy
easily
gets
put
mad.
you
Yeah, while he's out there running around doing whatever he wants to do.
in jail.
That's what I don't understand. He's
Yeah.
he's he's getting mad for you doing your thing, but then he's probably doing everything he can do. You know what I mean? So
But
it's a
actually, it's
it's a
not the thing that
hypocritical
they
thing.
are mad. They just want money.
Come up. Yep. They want to come up. It's hypocrisy at best. Really, it's really sad that that system has not been, uh, revamped. The system in general needs to be revamped in the Philippines. The whole legal system about marriage and divorce and
Yeah.
annulment, all that stuff needs to be revamped, rethought, and just altogether cleared out and changed. because
Mm-hmm.
it just needs to be improved altogether. Because from what I'm seeing, it's just a bunch of mess. It doesn't seem like it's a system that's working. Obviously,
Yeah.
because obviously, if it was working, then you wouldn't have people sitting in dead marriages for 10, 15 years, not divorced, not annulled, not annulled, and it just stuck with the person that they're not involved in. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so
Lovely Rita say my ex didn't even support my where's that? My
yeah,
ex didn't even support my kids, even buy shampoo for my daughter.
it's a damn
And
shame.
but I
It's a
also I
damn
can
shame.
live without any support. I am more responsible if I'm alone without husband. True, even me. I don't really ask any support. And during school break, my daughter went to her dad. He stayed there until this last week only. She went back to my mom's place, and of course, I asked her, "How much did your father give you?" Then she said, "Mama, he's not around that time I left the house."
Wow. I will
I
tell you
said,
this, ladies.
I said, okay, no need to think about it. I know she's struggling for their life these days because I know it's lockdown, especially the barber shop these days are closed, and it's
Hmm.
really hard to find to earn a living in
Oh, that's
this
what
kind
he's doing. He was a barber. He's a barber.
yeah.
I will tell you this though, and this is where I would say thank God for America in a sense for women and men when it comes to divorce, because I could tell you if that guy was doing that in America, like he's doing over there with you all, he'd be locked up or he'd be paying some child support. Trust me, because all the women to the courthouse filed some paperwork saying, hey, I'm married to this guy or I have a baby with this guy and he's not giving me any child support. He hasn't been responsible to do anything for his child. And trust me, the legal system is going to take care of that guy. Either he's going to pay that child support because what they'll do is they'll find out where he works at. They're going to find out what his income is. They're going to find out what he can afford to pay. And he's going to be reprimanded to pay it, or else if you don't, you're gonna be court ordered to pay it, or else you're just gonna go to jail. Whichever you want to do. So it's
Yeah.
up to you how you want to be as a man. If you want to take care of your responsibilities, or just spend your time in jail being somebody's butt buddy. It's up to you. So
Yeah.
I think I'd rather
Actually,
be a man and take care of my responsibilities.
actually, we have those thing also in Philippines. You can file a case against them, and you know, but I think most women they don't really bother because sometimes those people who is in the office who's supposed to hold those cases, they are very hypocrite, and just like they are what do you call this?
Right. It's almost like a worthless case because a lot of those cases don't go. They don't get. How can I say this? A lot of those people don't get ordered to do what they're supposed to do once that case is being filed. A
Yeah,
lot of
they
those
don't
those,
really
those
support the
cases,
victims,
right?
despite
Exactly, exactly,
they are condemning them
right,
when this
exactly,
thing happens, something like that. Because some people they don't really understand. It's really hard to understand the situation if you don't put yourself on their shoe. That is the thing.
exactly, exactly. And like you said, because the Philippines is under the Catholicism, is
Yeah.
under that Catholic law. A lot of that stuff is why they would like you say condemn the victim rather than the person that's actually doing the actual faults against the victim. But it's pretty crazy, and that's why I say that's why women don't even go to a lot of the times to the legal system there because they know it's a corrupt system. They know
Yeah.
nothing is going to be done in their favor. It's not. Philippines is a patriarchal society. It's not made for. It's not a matriarchal society. And when things are ran under the patriarchal society, a lot of times women just are not going to have many rights.
Mm-hmm. Because I joined this single mom or this violence against woman and kids on child on Facebook, and every day I read all those situation from those ladies. They're having all these struggles with their ex partners or partners, something like that. And if they go and complain, they get this condemnation from the office.
So they feel like it's no point
Yeah, that
because
is the
you
reason.
know.
Sometimes they just keep quiet and they don't do anything about it.
So here's where it's trapped. And here's where I would tell you ladies to make better choices in men. Make better choices in men. Do not just fall for a guy because he says sweet words and you know what I mean. You think, oh, you know, he takes you around his family. Oh, he's a good guy, you know. But you don't see any other proofs of how he can be a good guy. You don't see him being. You don't see him being responsible and having his own house or his own, you know, job.
Yeah.
You know, career. He's not career driven. You don't see where he's doing anything to improve himself, self improvement. If you don't see a guy showing you some kind of self improvement about what he's doing for himself,
Mm-hmm.
then that is not the guy for you. I can tell you that right now because he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to improve you if he's not improving himself. That's what
Yeah.
I would tell you. So there
Just
is
like,
where I would tell you ladies to be careful about the guys you decide to give yourself to and
just
make
like my
babies with.
ex. How many times? How many times he begged for a chance? How many times I gave him the chance? But the same thing, same stories going over and over and over. Stories repeats itself.
Right.
No changes. He promised. Then after a while, no more. So I got fed up. Then just leave him.
You
So
know,
that's the
some
time
of these people.
when I heard he
Uh huh.
already had his second wife and
Yeah.
they had already a kid. Oh, of course, for at first it's painful because I'm thinking about kid, my kid. So
Hmm.
that's the thing. Just like the impact to the children, what happened to the family. But then I said it's better to sacrifice, or
Hmm.
it's better for them to be like that rather than seeing us growing, they are growing, and seeing us in a bad situation, which is will cause them also a negative impact on them.
Right. This was a great topic, man. You know, these topics
Yes.
are really good for discussion. I will tell you that, and you know, there's always a lot of perspective that can be given. You know, not just mine,
Mhm.
but people in the audience or people that might have not seen the show. Maybe you know, like I said, it could be a part two to this kind of stuff. But these kind of topics are always good to discuss because, of course, relationships are always a hot topic in a lot
Mhm.
of people's minds. Relationships and dating is always a hot topic, no matter
Yeah.
where you go,
That,
no matter what culture you in, no matter you know what
yeah.
where you come from. Relationships and dating is always going to be one of those topics that'll never get old because everyone has a relationship somewhere in their life. So
Yeah. And
that's what I
someone
would say.
got burned with the topic, so he gives me a thumbs down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't worry about that though. I mean, that's part of the algorithm too. Just because they give you a thumbs down, it's not going to hurt anything. But it's stupid. But you know, we know that there's always going to be one hater that's going to give you a thumbs down, no matter how good the topic
Yeah.
is.
We
There's
can please
always going to be
everyone.
one person that's never going to be satisfied. So you're going to expect that.
Yeah. We can please everyone.
Exactly. 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 So that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and step down and let you close out or
Okay,
do whatever
yeah,
you want
I'll
to do.
be ending this stream soon also because I
You
need to
know.
do my stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
had my breakfast though. It's almost
Yeah.
11.
And shout out to the chat and please subscribe to Inspirational's channel. So, you know, if I
Yes,
someone if one of the mods can drop her link in the description there. I mean in the
it's
chat.
okay, it's okay.
Please
Inspirational is,
subscribe to Inspirational and subscribe to Lovely
inspirational
TV
is
too.
waiting for their reapplication button to be enabled.
Also, subscribe to Lovely TV. Subscribe to her channel. She's a very good supporter. Subscribe to
Hello,
my little sister
Sincerely
Sincerely
M.
M. At the end of the damn stream, but I really appreciate her coming by. Subscribe to my little
Thank you
sister
so much for
Sincerely M, man.
being here. Actually, we are about to end. And thank you so much
Yeah,
for showing up.
yeah,
Caslo, appreciate all your support. Robert Torton, lovely Rita.
yeah. I
And the
appreciate all them guys
Shaman, thank you so much. I know you guys are lurking around.
lurking. I think we
What
all be doing
I
that
have
lurking.
is depend the God and my ability to earn money, not expecting. other people to bless me. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good comment, Rita. That's true. That's good. That's right. That's a good one.
We
But
have
yeah, shout out to all of you all that are supporting Mads and support Rita and support Earns and support Sincerely M. All good content creators. And also Mia Moore Fatty's an amazing content creator. Support
yeah,
her too. So, and of course yours truly, come see me. You already know who I am. So definitely come see
any
my channel
Konjo.
whenever y'all get a chance. Yeah, Mr. Kenny Konjo, the only one around YouTube like that. But I appreciate all of you all that have supported my channel all the way. So
So thank you so much, guys. I need to end the stream, and thank you so much for being here, for the support, for the nice conversation.
yeah,
Your thoughts, your ideas are highly appreciated.
absolutely. Thanks,
And thank
Mads, for having
you
me up
for
on the panel
joining the
too.
panel, Kenny Konjo. I appreciate your
Absolutely. You know that.
presence, my dear friend.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. All right.
And
God bless you, girl.
little is Mads Vlog and Kenny. Thank you so much, Shaman. Bye, guys. See you again on
Bye. God bless everybody. Y'all take care. All
our
right.
next video.
All right.
Bye for
Peace.
now. Bye. God bless and take care, everyone.